What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, Tyson, oh, Fury has made some comments on Alexander Usyk. What is it now? Well, we got May, was it May 19th, May 18th, something like that? What, 2.5 months away? So, Fury's still got the best part of 12 weeks to find a way to jack out of this one, so it's not surprising that he's on the waffler again. Here we go. Fury on Usyk. He's only had 5 fights at heavyweight, and I haven't been that impressed. All due respect though, Tyson. Like, how many fights have you had at heavyweight? Yeah? Come on now. How many fights you had? Okay, Wilder 3 times. Vlad once. Who else you fought? Yeah? I'm not counting Chisora. Although actually no. Fury did punch Chisora up though. Wasn't he? Usyk didn't punch Chisora up. That's a fact. We've got a common opponent there. Yeah, it was Usyk's second fight, but Fury did. Whether he can... Listen, Fury can't punch. Yeah, he can't... If you... Look, listen. I've got a bottle here, yeah? If I unscrew the bottle and leave it so the lid's off, like, you know what I mean? Like, not screw it back on. If I could just, like, balance this lid on top of this bottle, Fury could not punch that lid off the bottle. He can't punch. That's what it is. However, he did butcher Chisora. Certainly in the second fight and the third fight. Usyk didn't even... Usyk lost. I'm going to call a spade a spade. I had Usyk losing the Chisora fight. Didn't do nothing. He was in there just running. However, it was his second fight. So I let him off. And we know boxing triangles don't work, allegedly. You can say Fury punched Chisora up, Usyk can't, hence Fury beats Usyk. It doesn't work like that all the time. Or at all. Who knows? Who knows the degree to which that them triangles work. But I ain't being funny, man. Usyk's fought. Yeah? He's only had 5 fights, Tyson. In his 5 fights, Usyk's fought AJ. You know what? I'm counting the Fury fight too. Why? Because he would have fought you. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like... Usyk's fought... AJ, Fury, Dubois, Usyk would fight Zhang, so I'm sorry, I'm going to throw it in there. Usyk's got the belt. Usyk ain't going to run off and duck and fiddle faddle. So I'm going to give him the ones he will do. He will complete them, I believe. Now, if Usyk beats Fury, I can see him potentially retiring, but I think a lot of these Kazakhstani guys, yeah, they actually enjoy... What's their job? The problem with a lot of fighters are... They forget. They lose their love for the game. Or, like Fury, for example. Does he like boxing? We don't know. If that makes sense. A lot of these men, they actually enjoy the sport. They'd be doing it anyway, if that makes sense. And that's why I don't believe Usyk will retire at 37, 36. To do what? I think he'll hang around. And I rate that. Look at Beterbiev. I know, he hasn't made the money Usyk's made, but still... Even if Usyk beats Fury, he may... I mean, if Usyk beats Fury, he may as well hang around. Why not, at that point? No one ain't going to beat you... Well, I got Zhang. I think Zhang's a bad dude. But if Usyk's good enough to beat Fury, he's certainly in the fight with Zhang. Who knows? The odds right now, people are telling me that Zhang Parker's 50-50. I got Zhang blowing dude's back out differently as well. I got Zhang blowing out Joseph Parker's back. And if I wasn't so broke, the coins would be going on Zhang right now. If I had 10 a spare, if I had 10 a spare, it'd be going on Zhang to beat Parker. That's what we know for a fact. But still, forget Zhang for now. AJ, Fury, even Chisora. Tyson Fury's been in the heavyweight game for 20 years, yeah? And he fought Chisora last year. Yeah, so I'm going to count that. If it's good enough for the WBC champion to fight, it's good enough for a cruiserweight to fight on his second fight at heavyweight. Yeah? I'm going to throw that in there. Oh, sorry, Dubois as well. Usyk's had 5 fights at heavyweight, and he's knocked out as well. Stopped him, made him quit. Dubois, AJ, Fury, and then Chisora. That is a damn good run, people. Yeah? Especially when I believe Usyk will fight Hrgovic, who will fight Zhang. That's a phenomenal run of to be at heavyweight for the first time. Heavyweight's the Premier Division. Heavyweight, it's really like Usyk's gone up like not one weight class. He's gone up about 4 weight classes, if you work out the maths. Yeah, even at his bubbliest, Usyk's like what 225, 230. Fury's 260. That's 2 or 3, 4 weight classes. And Usyk isn't really a natural 230 pounder. I think Usyk really 220. Usyk, I mean, he looks soft, right? He doesn't look. He's putting weight on for the sake of putting weight on. He's really 220. His effective weight is 220. Anything more than that, he's just being big for the sake of being big. Especially when his forte isn't being big, right? He doesn't bully people. He doesn't need the weight. He needs to be quick and intelligent. So having 10 pounds on top is just for having 10 pounds on top for the sake of it. Maybe it helps him to take the shots better. Who knows? So you're not impressed with him, Fury. I ain't gonna lie to you, Fury. I ain't impressed with your career. Since we're on a topic of talking about who ain't impressed with what, I ain't impressed with your 20-year-old ass in the game of heavyweight, only having fought Wilder 3 times, Vlad, and that's it. Who is there? Fury don't even have the Dubois in there. He don't have it. He don't have the Dubois. Even if you say, oh well, Wilder's like an AJ, fine, I'll give you that. Barely. I'll barely give you that. No, I'll give you Wilder. I'll give Fury Wilder. I'll give Fury Vlad. Do I give Fury Chisora? Not really, no. I don't give him that. I mean, how many times do you need to fight a guy? Yeah, you beat him once, move on. Or you beat him twice, move on. And yet, in the latter end of your career, you're fighting him again. Ah, but they're friends. I don't care. Fury's the one saying he's only had 5 fights and I'm not that impressed. You've had 30 fights at heavyweight and I'm not impressed. Out of 35, God knows how many fights, yeah, Fury's fought 2 men. He does not have any Dubois even in there. He don't have them, people. He don't. There's not one genuine, hungry, young contender Fury's fought. Where? Show me. And Usyk, the man who already dominated, became undisputed at another weight, has moved up and is really doing the heavy lifting. Fury should have these guys in his bag 5 years ago. 3-4 years ago, Fury should have fought Joe Joyce after the Dubois fight. After Joe Joyce stopped Dubois, Fury should have said, that would have been the equivalent, right? You know what, Joe Joyce is up next. I'll have him. Fury don't have the Joe Parkers. Fury don't have the Dubois. You don't have the Joe Joyces. You don't have nothing. He has the Pianettas and the Chisora 3 times, fights he knows he can win, and he tried to fight Ngannou. Now, but why be? Here, listen, I don't give Fury the Ngannou fight. Number 1, he lost the fight, and number 2, that wasn't the fight he was expecting. We was expecting a clown show. In the pinnacle of Fury's career, he was fixing to fight a clown show. Meanwhile, Usyk was taking out Dubois, a genuine contender. Fury, don't forget people, not my words, Fury was the one saying, I want Zhang, I'll fight Zhang if this happens. Zhang available. Fury do nothing. Fury picked the easy Ngannou fight, which turned out to be a bit of a banana peel for him. Anyway, he also said, is he good enough to beat the bare knuckle king? I don't think so, but good luck to him, yeah. You don't think so, and you don't know so, because you jacked it. You bottled it. And that's what Fury's good at doing. He's good at posing questions that we'll never know the answer to. Was Usyk good enough to beat me? I don't think so, but I retired or I pulled out 5 times, so we'll never know. Yeah? Well, if Fury ducks the May fight, that's how he'll leave it. He'll leave and say, yeah, well, the odds had it. What was it? 3-1. I'm a 2-1, 3-1 favourite, so we know what would happen in that fight. Yeah, the market knew where that fight was going to go, so I might, yeah, 100%. He'll try and take the W that wasn't there. Like he's saying now, is he good enough to beat the Gypsy King? I don't think so. Well, if he didn't think so, where were you on February, whatever day it was? Let's call it February 12th. If you don't think he's good enough to beat you, where was your ass? Because he was there. Fact, he was there. And you was missing. Yeah? So you must have thought he was good enough. Because I bet you bottom dollar, if Fury was fighting Panini, yeah, he'd have turned it into a whole Spartan thing. Oh, yeah, I've been cut, but you know, the show must go on. The great warriors are tested. You know, giving all the yees and that. Ye of little faith. All this kind of. He'd be quoting verses, mate. Trying to sound biblical with it. But now it's Usyk. Ooh, Paris bopped him on the top of his just below his barnet. Bop slash. I'm out. Sorry, people. Yeah. And then posted some moody sparring footage. I don't even know where that footage was from, but looking at it, yeah, looking how slow Fury was, it looked like it was, and looking how pixel, it looked like it about 10-year-old. Yeah, some out of camp sparring type one. Anyway, he then says, if he is, I'll shake his hand. I'll take him out inside of 7 rounds. Fury ain't taking nothing out in 7 rounds apart from the basketball player. He didn't take Vlad out in 7 rounds. He didn't take Chisora out in 7 rounds. And they're the only people we can talk about, unfortunately. Like I said, he don't have no one else. Chisora you couldn't finish. Vlad you couldn't finish. The basketball player, he no good. You stopped the basketball player. You can't box a lick, we know that. I'll give Wilder credit, he fought hard in them fights, but it's a basketball player, what do you expect? If you took, listen, as great as Michael Jordan was, if you took him and put him in a boxing ring, he ain't going to be able to, he'll be the same as Wilder. A basketball player, right? They shoot hoops. I've seen, genuinely, type it in. Wilder's a damn good basketball player, genuinely. All jokes aside. He can ball. He really can. He can jump. Yeah? He can jump. Basketball, boxing. That's what that was about. Because when Fury go in there, was like Chisora might be limited, but he's a boxer. You understand? Vlad might be whatever, but he a boxer. No one looks at Chisora and says, "Oh, he a basketball player." No one looks at Vlad and says, "Oh, he a basketball player." Everyone look at Wilder and say, "Oh, he a basketball player." That's what that was. The only dude Fury stopped a basketball player. Give me the but YB, he knocked out Joe Joyce. He knocked out Dubois. He ain't knocked no one else out. He ain't. And he's 35-year-old and he's spent 10 years essentially at the top of the game. Fact. Fury beat Vlad in 2015. 10 years he's been top of the game. And he's fought one legitimate man. He beat Vlad, then ran from the rematch, don't forget. Beat him and then ran off. The 10-year reigning champion didn't get to have his revenge, which he wanted. He executed the rematch clause. That is a really big icky. That's a big ick for me on Fury's resume. Who does that? Well, bare knuckles. You know what I mean? One of them ones. Who does that? Who beat you 100%? No doubt. Yeah? Fury them ones where Fury on them kind of shticks where if your car's rolling, you take the wheels off. Yeah, your car can be moving and then wheels are coming off. That's what he'd be on. So no, it's no surprise. Listen, a man or a group of people who can take the wheels off a rolling car ain't gonna have a problem taking belts off a 10-year reigning champion and running off. They're just not. It's the mindset kind of thing. Oh, the car's rolling. Oh, wheels come off. The car's rolling. They identify the car's rolling. The wheels come off and take it from there. Vlad, they identified his 10-year champion, took his belts and ran off with them. Disappeared. Oh, I've been on the moody bore meat. Oh, I've been off the sniff. Oh, Dan the man Kinahan been putting me on. Effectively. Oh, I spent a year out on holiday trying to discover myself in Colombia. And Dan turned up in the cut and it all went downhill from there. That's just what I'm hearing, what happened there. Fury won the belt. He went on a year hiatus in Colombia. Dan the man turned up and it was straight down, mate. Yeah, straight down. That Colombian, 10-10. And here we are today, 10 years later, and Fury's fought one dude who was a basketball player. That's the God's honest truth. Didn't fight Vlad in the rematch, didn't fight any contenders, didn't fight AJ coming up, didn't fight any of them. Just didn't. Yeah? So yeah, Fury ain't taking out nothing in 7 rounds. I think Fury wins. To this day, if Fury gets in the ring, I've got him winning. Because whatever we say about Fury, the key determinant for me is if he gets in the ring, right? That's where his value, that's where he carries weight. Fury carries weight once he's in the ring. Once Fury's in the ring, he fights pretty hard. Although, that Ngannou fight, I wasn't impressed with it, to be honest. Fury looked a bit like, oh, but it's not surprising that he was shocked. He was expecting, as we all were. I was expecting, and I was saying it's going to be a bad look. It's going to show people why that UFC and boxing are two different sports. And it turned out, so if I was surprised, you best believe Fury and these boxers, they're already egotistical. They already believe in themselves. So when you get in there and you think it's going to be a 10-1 fight, one of them ones, and you get in there and you're having a fight of your life, going life and death 50-50, getting knocked around the floor, you best believe you're going to be a bit shaken. Equally though, it's possible Fury goes in there and is a bit taken back by Usyk's skills. Not the power, but the skills. I don't think so though. I don't think so. I think Fury's going to be too big and equally skillful. And the bigger man who's just as skillful usually wins the fight, right? That's how I see it going. And we've seen blueprints in the second AJ fight. It can be done, I believe. If AJ had a bit more spirit and whatnot, I've said before, if AJ beats Ngannou, he'll beat Usyk next time in the third fight for sure, 100%. All he needs is that belief and a bit of spite, a bit of old school about him. And so yeah, I wouldn't bet on Fury knocking Usyk out. Yeah, again, I bet on Fury knocking down Chisora, didn't I? I bet big money. I put a bag on that one. Damn, I could have used that bag right now. Do you know what I mean? One of them ones. Degenerate. One of them degenerate looking back ones. I put that, yeah, what was it? You put $1,000 down, you get 1,500 back if Fury scored one knockdown of Chisora. I was like, I remember calling the bookies up and getting the bet, mate. It's like, you have to, what they call them, it's like a, they actually make bets for you. And when they told me it was, you put 100 down, you get 150 back, I was like, these suckers. I was laughing to myself. Oops. Yeah. Going to Box Rec. No knockdowns. I thought, no way. Box Rec. I don't watch when I got big money on, for me at least, I don't watch the fights live. I just refresh the fucking Box Rec page so I know what's going on. I refreshed the page and it was just like 12, it was like 11 rounds. Stoppage. And there was no knockdowns. I thought, oh no. Box Rec, I've just forgot to put in there's a whole bunch of knockdowns. Oops. Oopsie doopsie. Not one of them. Unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? So you ain't cooking nothing in 7 rounds. That's what you ain't doing. I don't believe. Even Wilder ain't slick. Wilder ain't tricky. Yeah, Wilder's got a big hand to keep you off. And maybe that's what might do it for Fury. That's why I lean to Fury. Wilder had a big hand to keep Fury off. But then again, Wilder's big hand didn't keep Joe Parker off, right? Ngannou has big hands to keep Fury off. What does Usyk have? And Usyk's going to be punching up as well. I don't believe Fury's 6'9", but I think he's probably 6'7". AJ is 6'5". So it's another 2 inches up. And Fury can box long. AJ, in some of them, was kind of hunching over. Which isn't a bad strategy, by the way. YB, you told AJ hands up. Yeah, I did. I said hands up and let your hands go. I didn't say stand there. AJ was standing at times like it's like dong, 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 dong. Get there. Get your big ass in there. Get them big ass hands moving. Is what I'd have told him. Yeah? These guys at the top level need to be told, listen, we come out of this fight victorious or we go out, spark out on our back. That should be the rule. That's why I like the old school. Old school boxing was like, I don't know, infinite rounds. You fight until someone's on their back. That's how it should be, man. That's how it should be. Why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying? That's how it should be understood. Someone coming out on their back. You know, none of this. Oh, let's in the game right now. It's too easy to politic. Oh, I've only got to make it to 12. A lot of people, you wouldn't believe it, but a lot of fighters go in there, yeah, and their goal, Callum Smith versus Canelo, Jermell Charlo versus Canelo, their goal is self-preservation. Ooh. Even though I'm getting paid millions for this and fans have put their money up, what do you think we put their money up? Callum Smith, we ain't put our money up to watch you standing there with your guard up, hanging on the rope, surviving. Oh, well, I got 12 rounds with Canelo, he couldn't put me down, yeah, but he didn't do nothing. That's why it should be understood before the fight. Listen, this ain't over. There's no hiding out for 36 minutes. Yeah? So you might as well have a go and get knocked out. And make it to Valhalla. Have an honourable passing. None of these men are honourable. Yeah? Callum Smith ain't have an honourable passing. He ain't make it to Valhalla in the Canelo fight. Jermell Charlo, he ain't make it to Valhalla in the Canelo fight. Went out all the way sad. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and like off the bell 100%. No doubt about this one.